Hi everyone! Today we are gonna study some great Tesuji and the logic of attacking and defending and many things with me with this lecture. You can see that this situation right now is a Blackstone. What do you think about here? What do you want to do? Before I ask you again, then I am supposed to show you this variation first. You don't have to care about other ways, just I'm focusing for this area. Black invade here right now, and in this situation, what's called attacking? If you want to attack this black, you just better to steer the black's base and let him go out to the center. And when he jump out to the center, you can just go to the big place, or you can invade in black's territory as well. That's called attacking. You can't capture this black. But just now, white has played here. Which means white wants to surround from center. If black is pushy and hane, normally white can just double hane. Even you can see the vital point here. So usually, right now pushing is not really good. So black jump to the center with the knight move. But this is also, I cannot say is a good move. Normally, what do you need to think? What do you need to do if you are thinking to take care of this one stone? If you just play the two space jump, this is great enough, but you have to get some pressing from white from the center. So if you want to go out to the center and even you want to take the base, and this kind of situation we are using attachment here. If white just answer here, after you exchange here, and you can try to go out to the center. And in the next round, this attachment is also sente. So now you can get some base and even you can go out to the center. So it's great. But just now, black didn't do that. Black made here. Then what about attacking in this situation? Can you see the vital point? White has played push and cut, but I have to tell you this first, and this is really not good choice for white. White was supposed to steer the black space as well. Then now this one stone, this knight move became a bad move. Because now black has to play something like this, and when white stretch or jump, then now still black cannot have a base. So and then white can just go to the other place. But now, white has played the push and cut, and black doesn't have other choice. Black need to attack here. Then what do you think about it? Basically, we get to read A or B in this situation. If you just play the A, the white is gonna capture. Then after this, in order to make pretty shape, maybe you may have to decide to play like this. But still, your base is not perfect yet, and white can go to big place. So now I cannot say this was a good move. You couldn't punish white overplay. What about B? Of course, you have to read that, but it doesn't work anything. When you block here, white can just punish the black, so it doesn't work. Even you are doing something like this, we can't do anything. If you are just using some Tesuji, but now timing is not ready yet. Now, I cannot say it's not ready yet. Just like it's not the own time. Black couldn't set up right timing of the Tesuji, okay? Okay, then now what does black have to do other than A or B? You have to use some amazing Tesuji. Maybe you might guess if I show you until now, but maybe still it might be difficult, so I'm gonna show you directly. You want to punish these two stones, then you shouldn't touch this one. You have to touch something else. This one stone is that you have to touch. If you know, normally white has to respond like stretch or hane or stretch here, hane here. But whatever that he chooses, you can just ignore and try to block here. He can't save these two stones anymore. If white just try to save here, you know now if white is connecting, you can capture 3 stones. And if white is connecting here, then you can cut here, white is all dead. So now, which means white must ignore. White cannot accept. White can just think about to capture this one stone. But you know, this is only that white get. But even though you just play like this is good enough for black. Now you break this area much more than here, and even your base is much stronger. And when you approach your white has to take care of this group, and if white is going to play 2 space jump, then you can go to big place. So now this is good enough. Sometimes you may have to use to the center as well. Center is also available. And now, which means please answer here that I want to capture your 2 stones, something like that. then now even white to try to cut, now something will be captured. So now it's not working. So now white has to just answer something like that, then now your center power will be good. So it depends on situation. Maybe you may want to use more Tesuji since here, then even you can try to use here as well. Now if white is stretched, then you can hane. And if white is cutting here, then you can capture. You take care of this group by center. You don't have to defense anymore. You can just go to the big place. Because if this is not really painful, you get perfect 2 eyes. And if white wants to punish like that, now white will get trouble. White was not ready to beat black's vital point. Now when you are just keep fighting something like that, now this control is not really good. So this is overplay. And if white is cutting another side, then you can capture as well. And then when he is getting this 1 stone, then you can fight again. First you get a lot of territory in the corner, and even these 3 stones are not strong enough. So you have a many method since this. What about white just push here? White may not accept. I cannot accept. You can beat me. Normally this is also not good exchange. Even you just block here. Even if you just answer everything that he is playing, finally white has to return here. All right, yeah. Otherwise white will be captured. And then if you are using Tesuji, you know this was became a bad exchange. If white stretch here, now you got all the corner. And if white has a stretch here, then you can try to hane and try to play here. Now white cannot do anything. Just like you can just keep go out to the center anytime you can just capture. This is not ladder. It doesn't work. So now this tactics is quite high quality tactics as well. And I can show you many logic. When black wants to invade white territory, this is the one of the common one. If you want to reduce, then you can use something like that. But sometimes you may not feel this is good enough for black. Then in order to break all the territory, then we may use such kind of a thing. And now this is called attacking. And you have to go to the big place and you need to revenge to invade to opponent's territory. And if you hate this one, sometimes we are using attach first. Because now if white just answer however, something like this, then you can try to push and try to make 2 space jump. And if white is answering like this, then you can try to hane 1 time and try to get some base. Now black condition will be much better than just now. Yeah, that we are using. But I can't say this is a bad move because after white approach here, then now black might plan. If white just jump here, black can think about 2 space jump and go to other place. And if white doesn't play here, then black can press this group better than just now. So this is one of the possible way. But I just have to tell you the meaning of attacking. And since white has played here, then black's best move is here, as I told you, something like this. And black has played a mistake, and you have to punish at the right place and make him to connect with no base. That's the point. And when he goes out, then just go to other place. All right, yeah, that's called attacking. And white made a mistake, which means, you know, they both are making mistake. But when we don't know how to punish, then even we are gonna make mistake as well, that it will be not bad for white. But if you use the high quality tactics, something like this, white has to return, and even you can use something like that. Maybe I couldn't show you one variation. Even I told you that this was good enough for black. If you are feeling complicated, then you can just use this one. This is really good enough, you know. And if you want to use the high quality tactics, then white might use such kind of as well. So it will be much more complicated. Now white has to take care of these 2 stones, which means white has no timing to beat this group as well right now, because if white is capturing this one, black can punish these 2 stones. Even though white wants to go out, but now cannot. Capturing race condition is not okay. Finally, you will get capturing race when you are having the fighting. That's why nowadays I keep giving you training of the capturing race and life and death questions. Now, which means in order to take care of these 2 stones, white must push here, right? Okay, after that, black can try to keep push again, and black can push again, then black can even use the sacrifice as well. If white is answering, black just answer and try to capture this group. Then of course, if you're ladder, was good, this letter. I didn't read this letter yet, but since it's really complicated, okay. Anyway, I just make it first, okay? And now if this letter is good, then of course black can try to block here. What about this letter? Ding ding ding, let me read it now. Okay, this letter is good for black, which means even you are getting this net, just white was so happy for make the black to make black become heavy shape, but it's nothing. Black get all the corner, so black doesn't have to be unhappy. So now, which means when black push here, this is not working. In order to win this fighting, you know, here is also not possible. If black can capture this 2 stone, then it's amazing result. Then only that I can think is this one. Block these 2 stones, then this is covering this group and even this capturing race as well. But I don't think this is also bad for black, because black can try to sacrifice something like that. And yeah, even black can return here 1 time, I think. Yeah, when white answer and white has to play here. Yeah, even I don't think this is bad for black. This is actually also great result for black. Black is very thick and black get influence. Just is more complicated. So now that I can recommend you simply is just Hane is good enough. But make sure sometimes it can be better. Yeah, better. But why I recommend you this is because of a simple and this is good enough. Yeah. It can be best, but even you don't choose the best, is already good for you. So now it's quite understandable why we attach here, right? Which means this is asking to beat these 2 stones. We are waiting for the chance, and now you can take care with a much better condition. How about this? You understand, right? Many times you will have such kind of happen. Not exactly the same situation, but just like when you get such kind of situation, you can't beat this 2 stone right now. But somehow you need to decide only A or B. But now you don't have to decide here right now. You have to keep the Aji. That is how you can become a strong player. Okay, thank you very much for watching my long video, and did you enjoy it? And if you think it was useful, then please like and subscribe for my channel. Then see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you.